and welcome to Vardhaman Academy, Science with Sonam Ma'am. So this is my second video. In the last one, we have left on the topic evolution of gas, which is the first characteristic to indicate whether the chemical reaction has taken place or not. Now we are moving ahead with the same topic in my second video, that is the formation of precipitate. So before we move ahead, let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever seen any two transparent substance mixing together and you're getting a colored and a solid substance formed out of it? Don't you think it sounds little magical, and how is it possible? Yes, my dear friends and my 10th graders, this is absolutely possible with the help of a chemical reaction. So, how does that solid product is formed and what do we call it? That solid product is known as precipitate. So हमें solid product को क्या बोलते हैं? Precipitate, जो मैंने आपको अपने last video में भी बहुत अच्छे से explain किया है. Precipitate is a solid insoluble product which separates out of the solution during a chemical reaction. So हम separate out क्यों बोल रहे हैं? Because this solid product is completely insoluble in the given solution. So whenever a reactant species, right, it forms a separate insoluble product, and that's a separate insoluble product is known as precipitate. So here you can find two images on your screen, right? Here you are mixing the two in transparent substances, and what is being formed here? The white insoluble substance, and this white insoluble substance is a precipitate, right? And here you are going to see a colored insoluble substances formed, which is yellow in color. So something which is formed and that is not soluble in the given solution, that is known as precipitate. उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं बच्चा? We call it precipitate. So now let us understand with few examples, few chemical reactions. अगर हम इन्हें chemical reaction से समझें, so I am going to pick up the two reactions which is there in your books, and the third one is just for the little extra practice. So the compound is lead nitrate and you are reacting it with potassium iodide. So here we are having two compounds. The two compounds are undergoing a chemical reaction. The first compound is lead nitrate and potassium iodide. So जो basics के साथ हम chemical reactions करते आ रहे हैं, that is the ionization, splitting of the compound into its respective ions, that is Pb2 plus. अगर आपको याद है 9th क्लास का जब हम क्रॉस ओवर करते थे तो वैलेंसी क्रॉस ओवर होती थी. समहाउ आप मेमोराइज नहीं कर पा रहे हो, आप याद नहीं रख पा रहे हो, फिर भी आप कंपाउंड को देख के आप सही आयंस बना सकते हैं. So it has two outside. That means this two charge must have come from the lead, right? So Pb2 plus. So can you find any number in the subscript of lead? No, not at all. So that means it indicates 1. So what was the charge on nitrate ion? NO3 minus, right? And here we have potassium iodide, which is K plus and I minus. Rearrangement of atom is taking place. So Pb2 plus I minus, it will give PbI2, that is lead iodide. And what is this downward arrow indicating, children? This downward arrow is indicating the formation of solid insoluble precipitate. अब why we are putting downward arrow? Whenever the gases are evolved, हम कौन सा arrow put कर रहे थे? Upward arrow. Upward arrow indicate करता है कि gases have the tendency, this is a gaseous substance, and gases have the tendency to move in the upward direction. Similarly, in case of a precipitate, precipitate is solid insoluble. So it has a tendency to settle down at the bottom of the beaker. So that is why we are putting it with downward arrow. If somehow you are not putting downward arrow, you may also indicate the physical state of precipitate, that is always solid, right? So you're mixing the two chemicals together and the chemicals are undergoing a chemical change. And here, what is the indication that a chemical change has happened? First, to the formation of new substance that is indicated by the formation of insoluble product, that is lead iodide. And what is formed? You are left with K plus and NO3 minus. So K plus NO3 minus will give you another compound which is potassium nitrate, and it is colorless in nature. So this was the first example of the formation of precipitate using the chemical reaction. Now let us understand with the second one, which is barium chloride. You're reacting barium chloride with sulfuric acid. So what are you going to get? You're going to get barium sulfate. And it is a white color PPT, which is what? पीपीटी किसको बोलते हैं बच्चा? हम प्रेसिपिटेट को हम शॉर्ट फॉर्म में पीपीटी भी बोल देते हैं. सो बेरियम क्लोराइड. तो फिर से इस रिएक्शन को समझने के लिए हम रोट लर्न नहीं करेंगे, हम इसे समझने पर ध्यान देंगे. हम इसे आयनाइज करेंगे. बेरियम Ba2+ and Cl minus, right? And here we are going to ionize this again, H plus and SO4 2 minus. Rearrangement will take place. They will change their partners and they will react together. So Ba2 plus SO4 2 minus will give you barium sulfate, right? And H plus Cl minus will form the hydrogen chloride. So barium sulfate is a precipitate, white color precipitate, which is formed during the reaction, which you can see in this image also, right? And the lead iodide PPT looks like this. So this is a white color precipitate which is formed during the reaction, indicating that a chemical reaction has taken place or a chemical change has taken place. Now we'll do it with one more example कि बेरियम सल्फेट की पीपीटी सिर्फ इन दोनों के साथ रिएक्शन पर बनती है, जैसे कि बेरियम क्लोराइड एंड सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड. नो, इफ यू हैव अमोनियम सल्फेट एंड बेरियम क्लोराइड, you will get again barium sulfate. Why? Just go by ionization. खुद से डिसाइड करो, खुद से सोचो. अब क्या हुआ है? Ba2+ आयनाइज हो जाएगा, बेरियम आयन बनेगा, क्लोराइड आयन बनेगा Cl-, एंड यहाँ पे क्या बनेगा? अमोनियम सल्फेट, दैट इज NH4+ SO4 2-. So rearrangement हो गया. तो जब rearrangement हुआ, then what happens? Which two ions will conjugate with each other? Right? Barium will conjugate, undergo chemical reaction with sulfate to form barium sulfate. Here ammonium will react with chlorine to form ammonium chloride. सिंस बेरियम सल्फेट का जो अपना बेसिक नेचर होता है वो सॉलिड होता है और इनसोल्यूबल होता है, इसी वजह से वो क्या फॉर्म करता है? प्रेसिपिटेट फॉर्म करता है. And it has its own color which is white. So we say that white precipitate is formed during the chemical reaction, and which is an aqueous solution of ammonium chloride. Right, children? So these are the reactions which are there in your book explaining you about the formation of precipitate. तो आपने बहुत अच्छे से देखा और समझा कि when even if you are mixing the two colorless substances together, you will get a colored insoluble product. And that is an indication that a chemical change has happened. क्यों? क्योंकि color change कब होगा? Color change हर substance का अपना color होता है. तो color change होना हमें indicate करता है, and it tells us that a new substance is formed. And whenever a new substance is formed, what do we say? We say that a chemical reaction has taken place. अब आप इसको आगे समझेंगे, and we will move further towards the next characteristic of chemical reaction, that is color change. What is the next characteristic of chemical reaction? That is color change. Although these reactions are not in your course, but in order to understand, I put a reaction in front of you. So we will be learning it with three major examples. We will take an example of potassium dichromate, which is orange in color. We will take an example of potassium permanganate, which is deep purple in color, and we will take an example of copper sulfate, which is aqua blue in color. So all three substances has their own color, and when they undergo a chemical change, their color also changes, indicating that a new substance is formed. So the first example is a potassium dichromate, which you can see here. जो आप यहाँ देख पा रहे हैं टेस्ट ट्यूब में, ये पोटेशियम डाइक्रोमेट है. And when the sulfur dioxide gas is passed through potassium dichromate, आपने क्या किया है? आपने सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड गैस पास करवाई है इस पोटेशियम डाइक्रोमेट सॉल्यूशन से, एंड यू कैन सी अ कलर चेंज. ये कलर चेंज हो गया, ऑरेंज से इट टर्न्स ग्रीनिश, right? Greenish in color. So अब वो color change क्यों हो रहा है? That color change is indicating that a chemical change has taken place. A chemical reaction has taken place. अब वो color change हुआ है तो कोई new substance form हुआ है. So here the new substance that is formed is a chromium sulfate जो green color का है. Due to the formation of chromium sulfate during this chemical reaction, we will be able to see a color change from orange to green. कौन सा color change हम देख पा रहे हैं? Orange to green. Now let us take the another example. हमारे पास एक सामने एक और एग्जाम्पल है जो आप सब बहुत आराम से घर पे भी कर सकते हैं. वी हैव अ कॉपर सल्फेट सोल्यूशन जो एक्वा ब्लू कलर का होता है, जो आपने क्रिस्टलाइजेशन एक्सपेरिमेंट में अपने ग्रेड 9 में भी किया होगा बहुत अच्छे से. सो कॉपर सल्फेट इज एक्वा ब्लू इन कलर एंड वी पुट एन आयरन नेल इनटू कॉपर सल्फेट. नाउ चिल्ड्रन, व्हाट हैज हैपेंड? आयरन बीइंग मोर रिएक्टिव देन कॉपर, आयरन कॉपर से ज्यादा रिएक्टिव है, तो आयरन कॉपर को उसकी पोजीशन से डिस्प्लेस करेगा. सो आयरन विल टर्न इनटू इट्स आयनिक फॉर्म दैट इज Fe2+ एंड कॉपर सल्फेट अगेन विल कम इनटू, ये आप समझ सकते हैं क्योंकि ये आपके बुक में है रिएक्शन, Cu2+ एंड SO4 2-. सो Fe2+ and SO4 2- is going to together form, undergo a chemical change, and they're going to form a new substance which is ferrous sulfate. And what is the color of ferrous sulfate, children? Green. And you will get copper, which, and this copper go and get deposited over the iron nail. So slowly after few hours आप क्या note करेंगे कि iron nail has turned from gray to reddish brown, and that copper sulfate has turned from blue to green. Now, when it is green, it is no more copper sulfate. What it has become? It has become ferrous sulfate, and the color of ferrous sulfate is green, children. Now, we have learned about two examples. Let's move towards the third one. तीस थर्ड एग्जाम्पल समझते हैं, विच इज अ पोटेशियम पर मैग्नेट. ये बच्चों के लिए बहुत फेवरेट सा वर्ड होता है क्योंकि बहुत न्यूली हमने 9th ग्रेड में लर्न किया होता है, तो मैक्सिमम बच्चों को ये वर्ड लर्न होता है, ये वाला कंपाउंड लर्न होता है, दैट इज पोटेशियम पर मैग्नेट. इट कलर, it's like a brinjal color, deep purple in color. And when we are putting citric acid into it, it forms magnesium dioxide, carbon dioxide, water, and potassium oxide. All these substances are colorless. So when we are adding citric acid to potassium permanganate, it loses its deep purple color, and from deep purple color it changes into colorless. ये कैसा हो जाता है? कलरलेस हो जाता है, ये अपना कलर लूज करते हैं. So when it is losing its color, its same meaning, the color change has happened, and whenever there is a color change, a new substance has definitely formed with new properties. So this proves the fact that whenever there is a color change during any change, chemical change, it is indicating a formation of a new substance. So we can say that color change is one of the characteristic whether of a chemical reaction to indicate whether the chemical reaction has taken place or not. I hope ये slide आपको समझ आ रही है, आप precipitate समझ पाए हैं, आप color change समझ पाए हैं. Now we will be moving towards the next characteristic of the chemical reaction, and that characteristic is talking about the color change, the change in temperature, right? अब अगर हम चेंज इन टेम्परेचर की बात करते हैं, सो आई हैव एक्सप्लेन यू इन द लास्ट वीडियो ऑफ माइन, दैट इज जब हम चेंज की बात करते हैं तो चेंज ब्रिंग्स इंक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर, इट ऑल्सो टॉक्स अबाउट डिक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर. सो यहाँ पे जब हम चेंज इन टेम्परेचर की बात करेंगे, सो वी मेजरली कैटेगराइज आर केमिकल रिएक्शन इनटू टू टाइप्स. One is your exothermic reactions and the another one is your endothermic reaction. Let's split the word and understand it. Thermal always means heat. Thermal का word क्या मतलब होता है? That means heat. And thermic word has been derived from the word thermal, and exo means out. So when heat is given out during the chemical reaction, when heat is given out during a chemical reaction, then such chemical reactions are known as exothermic reactions. And when heat is absorbed during the reaction, endo hai na, endo means in. So chemical, the substances are utilizing the heat to undergo a chemical change. Such kind of reactions are known as endothermic reactions. So generally during exothermic reactions, heat is produced, right? And during endothermic reaction, the heat is absorbed. तो जब हीट प्रोड्यूस हो रही है तो सराउंडिंग हीट के साथ क्या होगा, सराउंडिंग हीट इंक्रीज हो जाएंगी, और जब सराउंडिंग हीट इंक्रीज होंगी तो व्हाट डू वी एक्सपीरियंस, वी विल एक्सपीरियंस द राइज इन टेम्परेचर इन आवर नियर सराउंडिंग्स, राइट। एंड व्हेन ड्यूरिंग अ केमिकल रिएक्शन जो आपकी सराउंडिंग हीट एब्जॉर्ब कर रहा है, or you're giving an external source of heat, it is absorbing the heat, so surrounding temperature में क्या होगा, there is fall in the temperature near the chemical reaction। तो ये बात समझने वाली है। जब heat dissipate हो रही है, when heat is given out, then that heat, right, when heat is given out, then that heat contributes to the atmospheric temperature and that brings rise in temperature। और जब हीट एब्जॉर्ब कर रहा है केमिकल रिएक्शन, तो हीट एब्जॉर्प्शन के टाइम पर क्या होता है, जो सराउंडिंग टेम्परेचर होता है वो ड्रॉप कर जाता है। So we experience fall in temperature during the endothermic reactions, and we experience rise in temperature in the surrounding medium during the exothermic reactions. So endothermic reactions utilize heat, absorbs heat, and exothermic reactions evolves the heat, right? It produces the heat during a chemical reaction. Now we'll try to understand. अभी हमने इस स्लाइड में मीनिंग समझा कि एक्सो क्या है भाई, एंडो क्या है। एक्सो हीट प्रोड्यूसिंग रिएक्शंस को बोलते हैं, एंडो हीट एब्जॉर्बिंग रिएक्शंस को बोलते हैं। तो आपको बहुत ध्यान रखना है कि आपको इनका मीनिंग पता हो, और आपको बहुत केयरफुली ये ध्यान रखना है कि एंडो के टाइम पर टेम्परेचर में क्या चेंज आ रहा है, और एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शंस के टाइम पर टेम्परेचर में क्या चेंज आ रहा है। सो एंडो के टाइम पे हमने हीट एब्जॉर्ब कर ली, तो जब हीट सराउंडिंग से हमने एब्जॉर्ब कर ली तो सराउंडिंग टेम्परेचर के साथ क्या हो जाएगा, देयर इज डाउनफॉल, देयर इज अ ड्रॉप इन टेम्परेचर, राइट। और एक्सो के टाइम पे हीट एवॉल्व हो रही है ड्यूरिंग अ केमिकल रिएक्शन, सो देयर इज सडन राइज इन टेम्परेचर, सो वील फील लिटिल हॉट। सो दिस टॉपिक यूजुअली कम्स इन एमसीक्यूज ऑल्सो। तो आपको ये पूछा जाता है कि किस रिएक्शन के टाइम पे कैसा चेंज हो रहा है, where there is increase in temperature and where there is decrease in temperature। तो अगर हम इसको समझे, राइज इन टेम्परेचर मतलब एक्सो के टाइम पे टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, और एंडो के टाइम पे हम टेम्परेचर में डिक्रीज एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, राइट चिल्ड्रेन। सो वील अंडरस्टैंड दिस विद द हेल्प ऑफ फ्यू रिएक्शंस, क्योंकि हम 10th क्लास में हैं तो हर चीज हमें रिएक्शन से समझनी बहुत जरूरी है। सो द फर्स्ट एक्टिविटी वी आर देन to explain this, right? So this activity is there in your NCRT as well. So what are we doing in this activity? We are taking quicklime and we are pouring some water over the quicklime. So when we do so and we touch the beaker, we feel little warmth. And that warmth tells us that heat is being dissipated during the reaction, heat is being produced during the reaction. So where are you going to categorize this reaction? You're going to categorize this reaction in the exothermic reactions, right? जिसमें heat is given out. So exothermic reaction के time पे क्या होता है? There is always rise in temperature. So we took a quick line, we pour some water। अब इसको अगर केमिकल रिएक्शन के फॉर्म में समझते हैं तो आप इसको बहुत अच्छे से समझ सकते हैं। आप इसको आयनाइज करेंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, Ca2+O2- एंड वाटर का आयनाइजेशन विल ऑलवेज बी H+OH-। तो अगर आप देखोगे और रीअरेंजमेंट ऑफ रिएक्टिंग स्पीशीज देखोगे तो कैल्शियम रीअरेंज्ड विद हाइड्रोक्साइड to form what? It forms calcium hydroxide, right? And oxygen gas is being used in within the hydroxide itself. So here the calcium slaked lime is being formed, और slaked lime को हम क्या बोलते हैं? We also call it lime water. What do we call it? We call it lime water. So whenever we are adding water to quicklime, it turns into slaked lime. And what is being evolved along? A heat is being produced. इस रिएक्शन में क्या बन रहा है बच्चा? इस रिएक्शन में हीट प्रोड्यूस हो रही है, और जब इस रिएक्शन में हीट प्रोड्यूस हो रही है तो इस वजह से हम इस रिएक्शन को, दिस इज द रीजन वी आर गोइंग टू कॉल दिस रिएक्शन एज एन एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन, राइट। सो लेट अस प्रोसीड टूवर्ड्स सम मोर एग्जाम्पल्स। कुछ और एग्जाम्पल्स देखते हैं जो हमारे एंडोथर्मिक के हैं। एंडोथर्मिक में क्या होता है? द रिएक्शन रिक्वायर्स द हीट टू टेक्स प्लेस, so the substances, the reacting species are दे रिक्वायर सम टेम्परेचर कंडीशन। तो सारे ही रिएक्शन रूम टेम्परेचर पर हो जाए ऐसे जरूरी नहीं है। सम रिएक्शंस रिक्वायर एन एक्सेस टेम्परेचर or some special conditions under certain circumstances they take place. So that means they require some pressure condition and temperature conditions and the presence of catalyst. So children, here you are learning a new word in science, that is catalyst. Catalyst is very important for few reactions to take place. Why? Is it participating in the chemical change? No, it is not participating in the chemical change. It just boosts up the speed of the chemical reaction. तो कैटलिस्ट क्या करता है? ये एक केमिकल रिएक्शन की स्पीड को बहुत इंक्रीज कर देता है, राइट? इट बूस्ट अप द स्पीड ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शन. सो अब हम इस रिएक्शन को समझते हैं कि ये रिएक्शन हो क्या रहा है एंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग है. सो वी टुक कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड एंड we have passed hydrogen gas. So what are we trying to do? We are trying to produce methanol, that is methyl alcohol, in a laboratory. So to do so, we need two gases. So here you will see multiple things, right? You will see a state change. You will see a evolution of heat, consumption, absorption of heat during this reaction. So methanol is manufactured from carbon monoxide and hydrogen. ठीक है. अब methanol कैसे प्रोड्यूस होता है बेटा? जैसे कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड है और आपका हाइड्रोजन गैस है, when it will undergo any pressure or temperature conditions like zinc oxide and chromium oxide. So you take the combination of the two compounds and they work as a catalyst. आप ये बात बहुत अच्छे से ध्यान रखेंगे, catalyst never interferes during a chemical reaction. ये कभी भी केमिकल रिएक्शन में इंटरफेयर नहीं करता. मींस इट विल नॉट इंटरफेयर विद कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड एंड हाइड्रोजन व्हाइल दे आर अंडरगोइंग अ केमिकल चेंज. Whereas what is its job? Then what is its job? Its job is to speed up the reaction, right? जो काम आपका 1 घंटे में होना था वो काम अब 10 मिनट में या 5 मिनट्स में आराम से हो जाएगा. So its job is to increase the speed of chemical reaction, right? So you're giving a special temperature conditions. You have to do this. You have to let the two gases react in the temperature which is higher, much higher than the room temperature, that is 300 degrees Celsius. And you have to give special conditions, that is you have to pressurize the two gases so that they can chemically combine with each other. So at what pressure condition we are combining the two gases together? That is 300 atmosphere. And what is being formed here? Here we are getting the methanol, which is methyl alcohol. It is the first member of alcohol family also. ये आप आगे चल के केमिस्ट्री में पढ़ेंगे कि methanol alcohol family का first member है. Right, children? So this reaction is superly important because इस reaction यही एक ऐसा reaction है जिसमें आप specific temperature और pressure conditions में कर रहे हैं. So इस reaction को करवा लेने से teacher will able to understand कि बच्चे को सारी नॉलेज है कि सारे स्पेसिफिक टेम्परेचर पे हो रहे हैं या कुछ टेम्परेचर कंडीशंस, प्रेशर कंडीशंस, अंडर स्पेशल सर्कमस्टांसेस हम कुछ सब्सटेंसेस को केमिकली रिएक्ट करवाते हैं. Now children, here you have clearly seen we have raised the temperature. So that means the two gases, carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas, have utilized this temperature during their chemical change, right? So when they have utilized this temperature, so they have absorbed the heat to let the two gases react and form a new substance entirely with new properties. And आप यहाँ पे और भी एक चीज पर ध्यान देंगे. The two reacting species are in the gaseous state and the product which is formed is in the liquid state. तो यहाँ पे आप state change भी देख पा रहे हैं. But here state change is accompanied by what? It is accompanied by change in temperature. Now think and tell me, सोचो और बताओ कि यहाँ पे जो टेम्परेचर चेंज हुआ है वो इंक्रीज हुआ है टेम्परेचर या टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज हुआ है? पहले अपने मन में सोचो कि ये किस टाइप का रिएक्शन है. ये एक एंडोथर्मिक रिएक्शन है. एंडोथर्मिक रिएक्शंस वो होते हैं जो हीट एब्जॉर्ब कर लेते हैं. अब जब वो सराउंडिंग हीट्स और आसपास का टेम्परेचर एब्जॉर्ब कर लेंगे, यूटिलाइज कर लेंगे, तो सराउंडिंग टेम्परेचर हमेशा क्या हो जाएगा? इट विल ड्रॉप डाउन, राइट? तो देयर इज फॉल इन टेम्परेचर. अब हम बात करते हैं फोटोसिंथेसिस की. photosynthesis is a very basic example जो बच्चे 7th grade 6th grade से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं. In photosynthesis, the gas and the water, carbon dioxide and water will undergo a chemical change in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, right? So the sunlight have lot of heat into it. So that heat is being utilized by the two reacting species to form the two products like glucose and oxygen, children. So this is also an example of endothermic reaction in which heat is being absorbed and the temperature, surrounding temperature drops down. So with this, we have covered our type of reactions. We have covered the characteristic of chemical reaction with respect to temperature change. Now children, we are left only with the one characteristic, that is change in state. हम उसके बारे में किसके बारे में बात करें? We are talking about the last characteristic of chemical reaction, that is change in state. And change in state is always accompanied by any one of the other characteristic. अब हम इसको समझने के लिए हमें बिल्कुल बेसिक सा एग्जांपल लेंगे, that is burning of candle wax, right? So candle wax में जब भी वो candle wax burn करती है, तो then what happens, children? तब क्या होता है? केमिकल रिएक्शन विद स्टेट चेंज विल टेक्स प्लेस. So जब भी burn कर रही है, तो what is happening? The fuel wax is burning, right? What is burning around? The wax is burning. So wax is given by it is a hydrocarbon. Wax क्या होता है बेटा? Usually most of the fuels are hydrocarbons. When these hydrocarbons undergoes combustion, they always produce carbon dioxide gas and water vapors are also formed along. So formation of new substances taking place, validating the fact that this is a chemical reaction. Since carbon dioxide is formed during the burning of candle wax, so evolution of gas is also taking place, indicating again, validating the fact that the chemical change has taken place. So अगर आप इसमें बात करेंगे combustion of wax में, इसमें physical state change हो रही है. Wax is solid in nature and water is liquid and carbon dioxide is gaseous in nature. So clearly you have noticed the state change from solid to molten form, that is liquid. So wax also produces water and carbon dioxide. So two new substances are formed during the burning, stating that the chemical change has taken place. So here it is talking about the state of substances. तो अगर हम इसकी बात करेंगे तो wax का initial state क्या होता है? Solid होता है. वाटर कैसा होता है? रूम टेम्परेचर पर लिक्विड होता है. और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड क्या है? गैस. तो हमने किसका ट्रांजिशन देखा? हमने सॉलिड टू लिक्विड का ट्रांजिशन देखा और हमने सॉलिड टू गैस का भी ट्रांजिशन देखा. Right, children? So we have seen the two state changes along with the formation of new substances. So combustion is a chemical process which involves the breaking and forming the new chemical bonds. So clearly we can say that burning of candle wax or combustion of candle wax is a clear example of chemical reaction. So with this, we have finished the whole topic of characteristic of chemical reaction, and let's have a quick briefing. Chemical reaction is indicated by 5 characteristics. Evolution of gas. Second one is formation of precipitate. Third one is color change. Then you are learning about change in temperature and change in state. तो ये सारी चीजें ध्यान रखना बहुत जरूरी है, and it is very important to understand that if any of these changes is noticed during a chemical change, we say that a chemical reaction has taken place. So students, today we saw that chemical reactions are not just written in books. We can actually observe them happening exactly in front of our eyes. Sometimes you have seen the white precipitate form, sometimes the color of the solution has changed. And now both of these are the clear signs that a chemical reaction has taken place. Now I have small questions for you in the end of this video. Can you think of some more examples where you can see the color change? Or you can see the formation of precipitate while your mama is working in the kitchen, right? And write your answers in the comments below. If you really enjoyed today's session, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends to help your friends around. That's basically our motive is. And do hit the subscribe button for more simple and interesting science explanations. See you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep smiling. Bye bye.